Hey, what's up? Matty Steven here with my man Angelo on the Card Frenzy podcast, guys. Make sure you subscribe, check us out. What's going on, dude?
Not much. How are you? How was your trip?
Fantastic, very nice. Back in the action here, back in the spotlight, rocking and rolling. A lot of things going on.
Yes.
Man, when I was out of the tri-state area for a little bit, we were way out of the tri-state area, and I said to myself, I go, man, what do people do about cards out here? Because I
Yeah.
was out of the country, but you know what? There's just so much there's so much everywhere. It's just you got to get the vibe, got to see how it is on the ground level out there.
Yeah.
You just walk around and
You know,
start talking to people.
you mentioned that, and this morning, early in the morning, because I work overnights, I got a text from my mom who's now in Italy. She's like, "Can you FaceTime me?" I'm like, "Sure, absolutely. Is everything okay?" She goes, "Just FaceTime me. Hurry up." She's in Italy in what would be their version of Best Buy with Pokemon packs. So
Dude,
so it's there. It's
I'm
there.
so happy you mentioned that. I almost forgot this. So I was walking through the airport,
Yeah.
and you know how they get you for that duty free as soon as you walk through, so you got to check it out.
My favorite store.
So I was looking for a fantasy football magazine because I'm a big fantasy football guy. And I was walking around and I couldn't find my magazine, but when I got to the register, what did I find? Pokemon packs. The packs that we find in
Yes.
Target, in Dick's Sporting Goods,
Yeah.
in
It's everywhere.
PC Richards now, but they're normally what, like 6.99, $7?
Yeah. I actually, it's funny. I asked my mom, I said, "Mom, how much are they? Like, because if they're
Yeah.
cheap, I'll sell you right now. I'm just
Yeah.
curious."
You know how much they were, dude?
How much?
$15 a pack.
Damn.
$15 a pack. And even the girl that was selling them in the store, in the duty-free shop, she
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, I know." She goes like, "This is crazy."
Yeah.
And she knew already, like in Target. And then I went through as I was walking through security, I got a picture, man. I should have uploaded it. There was one of those vending machines with all in the airport.
I saw that at JFK a few weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah. So they
Yeah.
had it at Newark. It was crazy.
The one at JFK had a bunch of like FIFA World Cup stuff.
I got all excited, man.
Yeah, it's cool because it's everywhere now. Even
That's what. That's
I
why I
was
got
in
excited.
Jamaica when I was flying back. They had, I would imagine it was unlicensed Pokemon, uh, book bags, hats. And this is in the airport. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I love that it's everywhere, but in an airport, it's nuts.
That's
Oh,
how it shows that this stuff, not just Pokemon, but sports cards and everything in the hobby is taking over the world.
I
It
agree.
was never in the airports. It was never in places like this. You always had to go and you had to find them and dig for this type of stuff. It
Yeah,
is everywhere. And there were
yeah,
multiple other instances where I walked through the airport and I saw magazines, and the magazines, everything had Pokemon on it. I mean, listen, you have your sports magazines, you always do,
yeah,
but just
yeah.
having all the Pokemon stuff on it, it's exciting, man. It's
I agree.
really exciting stuff, and I still have those basketball hobby boxes that I have not opened yet. Everybody's like, you gotta rip one, you gotta rip one. I think I'm gonna rip one this week.
I mean, if we're going to talk about basketball hobby boxes, you have
Yes.
to hear what I picked up.
Shoot.
2000 to 2001 Fleer Mystique box, basketball.
Ooh.
And then I picked up another box. I think it's an SP box, Michael Jordan box. And on the box it says, "Find Michael Jordan autographs."
Oh my gosh.
Tell me about it. Monster boxes. I've never seen these in person. I've always like seen them on like eBay or Ken Golden ripping them. Now we got them in the shop. It's
That's
pretty
what I'm
cool
talking
stuff.
about, man.
Yeah.
Jordan's on fire, but it's not just Jordan who's on fire. We were talking about this last night. Who was the number one athlete that was in the top right up there with the Pokemon? It was PCA for the Cubs, man.
Yeah, we were. Yeah. Pete
Pete
Crow Armstrong
Crow
on
Armstrong
fire,
taking over the world.
which is crazy.
Ex-Met, I might
X-Men.
say. An
Yeah.
X-Men.
I didn't want to bring that part up, but you said it, not me.
Listen, let's pull something really cool up here and
Yeah.
add this in. Look at this banger right here, man.
Yep. Just got pulled this week. Confirmed. Redemption claimed.
Oh my God.
I love
That
this card.
is a sexy card, man.
It
And
really is.
they knew how to hit it with the golden. It's
Everything.
got
Everything
all
about this card. It hits on all cylinders.
it really does. And see, me personally, I look at this card and all these guys, like, I mean, just so many. They had such big pieces to the championship. Everyone, if it wasn't in the finals, it was in the Eastern Conference Finals, it was in the division finals. Mikal Bridges was such a big addition to that team, and just it's so amazing that they put this card together and they put it out so quick and look how quick it was pulled. I mean, for what it's worth, since they won the title, I mean, wow.
Yeah. I love everything about this card. You know, my favorite part about this card is the fact that you see the 1-1 loud and clear, top right corner.
Yes.
Top right,
Yes.
loud and clear. It's there. It's beautiful. The black and the gold, it all works. And the other thing that I like about this card, because like sometimes they don't always do this when they do like team cards, like when they take individual pictures, they're all wearing their away jersey, which I like also. Like everything
Yeah.
it just flows nice. It's really good looking card. I'm
Yeah.
actually really jealous. Like we bought a few of these Tops Now packs just to try and pull this card. I love it, and they all have nice autographs too.
Yeah, well, they respected the card. Some
Yeah.
I saw, not that just there's so many guys that do not sign properly. It is such an
Mhm.
honor that they I don't that a lot of them I don't even think they realize the magnitude of being given a card and putting your name on it and then people chasing it. Just the magnitude is I don't even think they realize some of them probably never get it.
Yeah.
Some of them never get it, but you could tell that all these guys definitely get it because they cared about using the space and signing it nice, and it's a beautiful card, man. And talking about this stuff, there's a lot of cards that are still out there in the wild that have
Yeah.
never been pulled. I mean, I got I got some packs laying around that early football packs that could potentially have Tom Brady autographs in them, and you go for it all depends on what the what the series is, whatever it is. But I mean, look at this stuff. Look at this absolute monster that
Yep.
allegedly has never been found.
Yeah. That's what they say. It's still, this is his best rookie card,
Hands down.
and has not been found. The Super Refractor.
One
It's
of one.
nuts. It's so crazy. Good looking card too. He looks so young.
Yeah, yeah. I bet a lot of people look at this and if you put your finger over the Steph Curry name on the bottom, they'd be like, "Who is that young kid?"
Yeah. Yeah. You know what's so cool? Like it really shows your age. It's got the old Golden State Warriors logo on it.
Wow. Wow.
You know, and it says rookie card, not even like of the RC that we're so accustomed to these days.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah. And
nice.
you know what's crazy? If you look at that card is left to right. That's about
Yeah,
like it looks like it's 70-30 almost,
almost. Yeah,
right? I mean, I don't think
it's
anybody's going to
crazy.
care, and that's kind of ridiculous that I'm even bringing that up, I think.
Yeah, you're a
But
grader. We like to grade cards. That's what we do.
I mean, now that we're on that topic, talking about the grading cards, my goodness, they just pushed it back up to what now? 75 to 80 business days?
80.
Higher? 80 business days.
Yeah, we just got the confirmation. We have to announce it. We're gonna announce it on our social media platforms as a PSA dealer. We just have to get the language right, and then we can post it. But it's been quite the battle with trying to explain this to our customers. And I hate to say that because I love PSA, but it's a battle.
Me too.
You know, it's such a battle. Everyone's like, "Where are my cards? Where are my cards?" You said 40 to 50 days. And I'm like, "Hey, listen, this is the update I got for you. This is what they're giving me. I'm going to
Right.
give you what they're giving me." Unfortunately, we're just the middleman. You know,
Yeah.
your card is there. It's safe. It's in their hands. It's being processed. They're doing what they got to do.
I love PSA, but let me tell you something. Go spend some money. Go get some more buildings. There's plenty of people out there that want to
They
work.
just opened up another warehouse in Texas.
Keep opening them. Keep opening them. Keep opening them. Let's go. I want to see it. I don't want to see it in Jersey. I want to see. I want to see one
Well,
in
here's the thing.
Pennsylvania, North
Maybe,
Carolina, South
maybe,
Carolina.
maybe don't keep opening them, but use the SGC facility. Use the Beckett facilities you guys already just purchased, right? I guess maybe they are, and I just don't know.
I think they should bring me and you in, and I know a few other
Yeah,
people that
Greg, bring
let's get a
Greg.
round table together,
Yeah,
and we would knock this thing out in 24 hours. Just give
it's
me the funds. I just need the funds.
yeah.
Give me the funds to buy the buildings, and we will get this thing figured out because
I think their
we got to
biggest
get stuff
problem is
done.
quality control. They can't train these people quick enough.
Right, right.
That's the problem. And then, in the Pokemon world, you have all these people like, give you a perfect example. And this is how crazy Pokemon people are. Now, we're up to a 1/6 cert number now.
Crazy in a good way. Crazy in a good way.
Crazy in a bad way.
Okay. Let's hear it.
So, PSA's got their cert number. So if a cert number starts with a 99, 98,
Yeah.
97, the card could have been 60/40 and a 10. So now you'll see a vendor, it's like, oh, this is not a true 10. I'm not buying this. And they'll look up like an old cert comp and compare it to that instead of buying it with a new cert comp, if that makes sense. And the card's only 2 years old. Yeah. Pokemon people, we're crazy. We're nuts.
So you're in that group.
I am absolutely in that group. Yes, because they've
I'll tell you.
changed the standards for all of us.
So listen, as a shop owner of the Collector's Cave on one of the owners of the Collector's Cave on Staten Island, let me ask you this: does PSA when you I never am able to get a straight answer with this. I get multiple answers with this. I bring in a card that has an old cert from the early 90s. I want it put, I see you saying it already. You know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I want it put in I want the new cert. I want the new slab. It was a PSA 7 back in 93, 94 when they did it.
Yeah.
Am I guaranteed to get the same grade?
No.
Why?
I think if you said, I could be wrong, but what I think happens is if you send them that 7,
Okay.
they are going to crack it, regrade the card. They're going to regrade it. There's no question.
This is my take on that. My take is you as a company, me as a business owner, you as a business owner,
Yeah.
you have to stand behind your business. So if prior to this time, your business said, you know what, that's a PSA 7. Listen, I got to honor it.
Yeah.
I got to
So
honor it. That's
I get
long as there's
both
no-
sides. I get both sides. I do, because I've had this conversation with plenty of people.
right.
PSA changed their grading standards.
Understood.
So because they changed their grading standards, they're going to abide by their new standards, not the standards that they had 10, 15 years ago. And that's why the card gets regraded.
So we just have to understand that, and people need to know that
Yeah.
when they're sending it in, because a lot of times you could get
Oh,
real.
yeah.
You'd be in big
I
trouble.
mean, where are my Pokemon people at right now? You guys know this just as well as I do. If you see a 98, 97, 96 cert, you're not touching it and comparing it as a high-end vintage card with a new 16, 15, 14 cert that is also a high-end vintage card. We're just not doing it. It's not going to happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm that guy. I will pull up an old cert comp on a high-end vintage card. And pay that price, a percentage of that price, than I would a new cert price. Like I just had a guy offer me, and in my mind, a low ball offer. And I said to him, I said, this is a 1/6 cert, right? Like this thing just got graded 3 weeks ago. He's like, oh, wow. Oh, and then I said, yeah, look at the comps. And the comp between an old cert of this specific card was $12,000, and the new cert comp was $17,000. And he was trying to pay me off of the $12,000 sale because it was the most recent sale, but it was
Okay.
a very old cert. It was like a 9.8 cert, I think. And I won't, I'm not, I can't do that. Like, I'll never do that. But that's what we do in the Pokemon world, man. We're
Well,
nuts.
it's not even just the whole Pokemon world. I mean, there's so many changes going on now. Cards are just going up and up and up.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where, listen, if you want the card and you believe in this card,
Yeah.
and somebody wants to put it at a price tag. Now, granted, I don't agree with these exuberant overcomp prices,
Right.
but if a card sells, and I always use a nice easy number, if a card sells for $100 and somebody wants $95 for that card because they feel it's got the potential, you can't get mad at that vendor or that patron that wants $95 for a card that just recently sold for 100 because they're like, listen, this card is going to go to the moon in 2 months. Jackson Dart is going to come out and throw 5 touchdowns in the first
Yes.
week. I want it. This is my number. This is what I want.
Yeah.
So I can't be mad at that. It's just the way of the hobby right now. People are
Yeah. I think when you're comparing old certs, new certs, Pokemon to sports, I think it's completely different.
okay.
I think it's completely different. Like, just give you an example. We all know the story of the rookie Mickey Mantle card. The guy bought it for what, $60,000 30 years ago?
Very cheap. Yeah. Very
Very
cheap
cheap.
compared to
Very
what
cheap
it
for
is
what
now.
that card. Right, exactly. If that card went on auction today, it would break records for that card because of what it is, and the cert
Right.
number won't matter.
Right.
I don't think cert numbers matter too much in sports as much as it does in the TCG world.
It
You know,
doesn't matter. No, certain numbers, no, to me at least, but
yeah.
I think old labels to new labels sometimes will. I've
Well,
had people come
let,
up to
let
me.
me ask you this. If I came up to you with a Michael Jordan high-end insert and it's an old PSA slab or a PSA slab from 2 years ago, are you going to care which slab you have?
I'd
Does it
prefer.
bother you?
I'd prefer a newer one.
You prefer a new one?
I'd prefer a newer one because of what you said, and I think
Uh-huh. Yeah.
right. I think that's what people are gonna
Yeah.
start
So
looking at.
now let me ask you second part to the question. If I showed you the same card with the shirt from 3 years ago or from 2 weeks ago, does it matter? A
No,
9 cert or a 1 cert?
nope,
Doesn't matter.
not to me. I've
But
never.
in the
I can
Pokemon world, it matters. It's
I
huge.
can honestly say I have never looked at cert numbers
Oh
like
wow.
that. Like that. Not like I look at certain numbers, but like I have never said, "Oh, well, this is going to determine if I buy the card." An old label to a new label, yes. But cert numbers,
Yeah.
that's not on my thing. That's not on my
No.
list of
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's something that Pokemon vendors, myself included, we look at. It's a big deal.
yeah.
It's a really big deal. For a lot of people take it to a whole nother level. I don't go to the extreme. I try to be somewhere fair in the middle. If it works for everybody, it works for everybody. But yeah, no, it's a big deal. And that's why like you don't see like a big black label market in sports, but in
Right.
the TCG world, I think I know I'm going to speak gibberish to you, but people who know, right? The Mega Gengar EX from Ascended Heroes just did $25,000 in a Beckett Black Label Pop 20. The Bubble Mew did, I think it was a six-figure card in
Okay.
a Black Label. Both of them in a PSA 10. I think the Bubble Mew in a PSA 10 is worth like $4,000 right now, and the Gengar in a PSA 10 is worth like $3,000. That's how big of a jump Pokemon people like myself, like with the Black Labels, like that's how crazy we get. Like that's what we want. We want perfection. And there's nothing more perfect than a Black Label. Even One Piece has Black Labels. People love that stuff because it's low pop. Very,
Speaking
very low pop.
speaking about One Piece, I want to ask you, what's the story with that Luffy right now? The
From the newest set,
no, the NCAA one.
oh, I don't know. Boy, something going on. What is it
No,
again?
I'm just curious if it's still got its if it's still holding its its value, or if it's on a decrease, or if it's on an increase. Last time I looked, it was down a little bit from it was
400 to
probably
500 range, if I had to guess right now.
yeah, because it was at about 800.
I think it was at 800 when they first started coming back from PSA.
Yeah.
Now I think it's between 400 and 500, which I think is pretty cool for a card like that.
Do
I still own one.
do you think that card is gonna has more potential to go over 1,000 again?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't. You know what? I could be wrong. I'm not a big One Piece guy. I just like collecting certain cards because of my son who loves it. Um, I think the Otani one just brings the Otani market into it, and that's why it's so high. But I don't think like this is just the Luffy promo. You know him. You got the logos in the background. Looks like a manga almost. I think it's got good looks to it, but I don't think it'll be that next level like the Otani one or the Dodger one. Now they
But
just made a new one. I don't know if you saw that. Another one got released in Dodger Stadium.
and we got a Yankee game coming up.
The Naruto.
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
In
That
September.
set is going to be crazy. I think crazy. These TCGs are coming out like every week. We just got a Dragon Ball Z set that released last week Friday. These boxes already, I think market price on them is around $500 already,
Wow.
which is unheard of. Like if someone's looking to invest into a box, that Dragon Ball Z set that just came out is definitely a good investment right now, I think. It's kind of like I would never compare anything to a first edition Shadowless Pokemon booster box, but to give you an idea, the OP01 box, the One Piece first box number 1, like their first printing is in almost out of reach now to the regular collector. This is the equivalent to that. It's $500. Go make a trade. Get one.
Yeah.
Put it in the closet and forget about it.
Yeah.
It's a good box.
Most of this stuff you just forget. You forget about it, and
Oh yeah, I
you
forget
look
about
at
everything.
you forget about it, and you look
Yeah.
at it, you go, "Oh my goodness!" Totally, totally insane stuff. I mean, it really is pretty wild. And I mean, I want to show you another card that has not been pulled yet.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this.
I love this card.
Absolutely insane. I love it too. I mean,
I think everything about it is hilarious.
well,
I think the
Tom
way
Bean.
he's smiling is hilarious. I
Yeah.
think the inscription's hilarious.
How many do you think he owns of this card? I mean, it's only numbered to 50. But do you think he
Yeah.
owns like 25 of them?
I'm sure there's one floating around at one of his card vault stores.
Yeah.
But this one in particular is the jersey number. Actually, you know what's so crazy? Somebody walked into the shop today. 2004 Tom Brady on card auto 12 out of 12. I was like,
Wow.
guy, what do you think this card is worth? He goes, it's a 1 of 1. I was like,
Yeah.
no, it's 12 of 12. I was like,
Yeah.
jersey number. It's a 1 of 1. It's
Yeah.
like an eBay 1 of 1.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful card. I was like, I can't believe I'm holding this right now. And you
Wow.
know what else he had? My guy Joe Burrow, rookie optic ticket auto. Beautiful too. And he had a really nice Judge auto, rookie auto too. Guy had a really nice collection.
Amazing stuff. What people
I
are
love
holding,
this
right?
card. I love that card. That Brady card. I love that Brady card.
What's
Yeah.
the story, what's the story with this one?
So I don't know if this story is accurate, but I
It's
read
a good
online
story.
LeBron James has been quoted. Now, don't quote me. LeBron James has been quoted saying that he owns a lot of his own cards. And people speculate that this is one of those cards that he owns, that he possibly bought in a private sale, but we don't know for sure.
Wow. This is a monster.
This is his monster card. This is his grail.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And he's so young too. Look
And
at that.
considering the autograph too, because his autograph has evolved
Oh,
to
has he? Yeah, I didn't know that.
nothing like this to nothing like this. I mean,
That's not a bad autograph. Mind you, he's
No.
what, 17, 18 years old at this point?
yeah, no, it's definitely not bad. It's definitely not bad, but you could understand how autographs evolve over time after they sign so much. You know, him, I don't know how much he actually really has signed, but
Yeah, yeah. But he's got other one-of-ones out there with Upper Deck with Jordan, I believe. Dual logo mans with Jordan that have been pulled. I think out of exquisite, I think is the line of the product that he came out of. I like this car too. It's a kind of an ugly car, but I do like it. I think it's cool.
Just rare, man. Just so rare.
Yeah,
And it's just so scarce. And who knows if this thing will ever even surface? I mean, it's
I hope
it's so
so.
it's so amazing. A lot of these cards, but that's why I always say rarity, man. If you're gonna spend big bucks, put it into something rare. If you're gonna buy a Jordan rookie, buy the 101. I said it. Buy the 101. 101. That's the
Now
one.
let me ask you this: if that car hits the market, what do you think it sells for? Million, 2 million?
That LeBron,
Yeah,
probably like 3 to 4 million.
right.
I mean, it's so with the patch, my gosh.
Yeah. If that's a game use patch too, oh,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
That's totally bonkers that card.
On this
Well,
up, what do you think the Knicks 101 goes for?
that one, honestly, my opinion, I think it would go somewhere in the same price as where that card would go for.
You're telling me you think I think we're gonna disagree here. You think the Knicks 101 and the LeBron Logo Man are in the same range?
Not in the same range, but I think it will because of the hype right now, because of
Wow.
the hype. Well, let me pull that back. There's
Let me
no
say
pa-
this. I'll
there's
say
no
this.
patches. Wait a minute. There's no patches are I got to retract a little. It was because you got me thinking on the patch level after I looked at that
Yeah.
LeBron card. That yeah, it's definitely not in the same world. It's definitely not in the same world. Now if it had like some crazy patch stuff going on with it where they like, they're game 5, because everybody Nixon
Yeah.
5, Nixon 5.
Yeah.
If they had like the game 5 patches attached somehow to it,
Yeah.
now we're talking like a different world.
In my mind, I'd be shocked and call me crazy if that card even hit six figures. The Knicks one.
There's a lot of hype in it right now, but
There is a lot of hype. And if
yeah,
Dolan doesn't buy that card and put it up in the card, shame on him.
he really should with all that cool stuff
Right.
they got out in there.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I don't think it's I think it wouldn't surprise me if it hit six figures, but it would actually surprise me if it hit six figures.
No, I think it will. I think it will definitely because of the way things are right now.
Yeah.
And and
But
New
it's not
York,
like it's
and listen, New
I
York
don't know.
and New
New
York is
York.
New York. New York is New York. They didn't win
I
the
mean,
title for all those years and everybody loves them and hey, listen, I hope they come out and they have a good run next year, but I'll tell you right now everybody's gunning for them as you can see in the offseason with all these moves.
yeah. I think well, maybe it does go for more than six figures. John Cena's 101 just did six figures, didn't it? I don't know.
What was that wrestling one? I mean, there was a wrestling one that did like 82,000 or
Yeah.
80,000.
That was a Stone Cold Rock one, did something like
Yeah.
that. So yeah, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong too. Maybe it is a $200,000 card.
This is why it's great when these things go to auction
I
and you
love it. Yeah, because you're just so curious, right? I
and you
love it.
just get blown away by these numbers. It's totally crazy, but everything like I said earlier today I was talking with somebody and I said, "You know what's great? When you buy a box of cards a year or two in the past, and let's just say you don't look through it, right? And then you go, you know what? Let me dig through this thing and let me see what's in there. And
Mhm.
then you start finding rookies and guys like Wemby's and
Yeah,
Cons and all this stuff. You're like, oh my God, this was nothing when
yeah,
I first purchased it, and now, so that's why people love just buying lots and just getting them, socking them away, and
yeah.
find out later.
That's what I used to do with the Bowman cards.
Right,
I'd have like 3 row or a 4 row or a 5 row of Bowman rookie cards,
right.
Bowman base cards, Bowman Chrome cards, and Bowman first Bowman Chrome cards. And then I had another box of just like numbered Bowman guys, first Bowman, and numbered Bowman rookie cards and autographs in another box. So,
Mhm.
like, if a guy was coming up, I could just search through it. Like, I know, like, all right, this is where his first Bowman would be. All right, this is where his rookie card would be. I was so organized with it, but it was that's what you do. You wait 2-3 years, you a hope and a prayer, and maybe make a couple dollars, and you didn't even know you had it.
Yeah, no, but you got to be quick about it though, because a guy that comes up, let's use a guy like Max Clark. He
Hmm.
was a big prospect, and they called him up now. He's playing pretty good. It's not like crazy, but he's playing. He's definitely a major leaguer. But if you don't strike quick on this stuff, and the guy just fizzles away, you could you could lose a lot of coin real quick,
Oh yeah,
especially with those prospects. But it's a gamble, and I like seeing it. I like it.
I like it too.
Look at this. We were talking about this thing right here. Let me pull this bad boy up. We were talking about this bat that was used the other day. Or was this the other day, or when did he use this?
This was Players Weekend this past weekend. Yeah.
Right, and we were talking about the Players Weekend, man. How cool is that they're allowed to give them this opportunity to show off? I mean, he's obviously into Pokemon.
Yeah.
I mean, you would never put that on there.
No.
I
No.
mean,
But
how
like,
cool?
why not let them do it all year round? Like,
Because
why not?
because yeah, and
Who
there's
cares?
licenses and there's
I
contracts.
mean, but like, if I have a contract with Nike, hey Nike, this is what I want to do. Can we make it happen? It's either yes or no. If in I don't know what brand bat that is, but like, let's just say it's Invictus. If Invictus has the licensing and the capability of doing it, let's just do it. Let's make the game fun. It's at the end of the day, it's a game.
Yeah, right.
You
Well,
know?
it's a game with a business though. So a lot of people
Yeah,
are
you're
making
right.
money off of it. Not they have careers, and Louisville has their bat, and they just might say, "Oh no, we don't do that, and we got a contract. You guys got to use this bat." Or
Okay,
so
so let's just say Louisville gets the licensing for Pokemon, right? And now here I am, a 10-year-old little boy, and I go to my local sporting goods store and I see my favorite Pokemon on the bat. You don't think the little kid's buying it?
definitely.
Right. Right. I mean, this is awesome. The Savannah Bananas are changing baseball to me. Everything that they do just makes me love it even more. And then when you see these guys with these, Cam with the Star Wars cleats, Mangum with the three bats with the Pokemon on it. Like, then I think you had a guy at the All-Star game. He had like a top loader on his glove with another Pokemon card in it. Like, let these guys show their personality a little bit more. Let us get to know them on a personal level. The only
I
way
gotta
we
get
see
out.
them is on TV.
I got to get to one of those Savannah Banana games.
So do I.
I got to see what's going on out there because they're doing something special. And
I
kudos
love it.
to the guy that founded that.
I love it. I think they're doing a big game down in Atlanta right now this year.
You know what it is? It's fun for the family. That's what it is
Fun for
because
everybody. Yeah.
a lot of people go to games, and if you're not a real fan of the game and you just like going to an event, let's call it what it is. Listen,
Yeah.
I love baseball. Baseball is my sport. If I want to be in like a tranquil atmosphere, let me go to a minor league game. Let me go to a Yankee game. Put me up in the 400 section. I'll sit by myself and
Right.
just watch the game.
Yeah.
That's peace, tranquility for me. But
Hmm.
that's because I love baseball. Most people be like, "Oh my God, I'm going to fall asleep in 1 minute."
I know. I love
You know what I
baseball.
mean? How many times
No.
we brought friends, you think they're going to, and by the fourth inning, they're like, "Oh, I got to get out of here." So the
Yeah.
Savannah Bananas are doing
I love
something.
it. You know what it is? You know what the Savannah Bananas remind me of? My Sunday morning softball rec league. Just a bunch of guys
And get,
having fun.
shout out that team, the championship team. Shout that team out.
Yeah, Mud Dogs, baby. Champions. Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Very cool. 1-3. It was nice. Very good games.
Nice.
But yeah, but like the Savannah Bananas, everything that they do is just it's so cool. It's so cool. It's fun, and baseball should be fun. It's
Yeah.
literally, if you don't love baseball, you think it's the most boring sport next to soccer. And these guys are making it fun. And when you see these baseball players out there for Players Weekend or at the All-Star game, or even like, Griffey back in the day when he would wear his hat backwards during like batting practice and stuff, they brought it to a personal level and they made it culture. This is what's culture. Look at that 151. These bats are so pretty.
Yeah.
Look how cool that is.
This guy, we got to get this guy at the card show.
Yeah, 100%.
Let me tell you, man.
They're gorgeous. I love these bats. Like, if I could buy these bats and just hang them up, I
Yeah,
would.
right?
I absolutely would. You
That's
know,
cool. That's really cool.
they're so cool. They're
They're doing
so
something
cool.
special, and I like it. I really do. I think it's great. I think it's great for the game, but I still do understand that they
It's a
got these
business.
contracts. It's a business, and they're
Do
not
you
going
want
to
my?
let it go crazy.
Here's a hot take. It's just because you have a bunch of, and please excuse me, I don't want to sound like an idiot, but you have a bunch of older guys. They're all in their 70s and 80s, and they still use, oh, it's America's pastime. Respect the past. But if the Yankees could grow facial hair now, we should be able to have more fun. More fun. You want to grow the game? In my opinion,
Have fun.
have fun.
Have fun with it.
Have
Yeah,
fun.
no, I agree. Gotta
You know?
gotta have fun with it. It is a game. The guys that thrive the most in
Yeah.
it are the ones that have fun with it.
Right.
And I worked in a really tough neighborhood one time, and I said to one of my coworkers, I said, "Man, how are you smiling in this situation right here?" He
Hmm.
goes, "Is there any other way?" He goes, "Is there any other way?" He goes, "You have to enjoy or try to put a smile on and when you do what you do." So I mean, if these guys getting paid all this money and having people cheer for them and constantly and praise them, they can't have fun and put a smile on it or just do. Look at Ozzie Smith, man. The Wizard used to come out and he did that
Flip. Yeah.
backflip, right? I mean,
Even Ricky Henderson, right? The way he would snap catch the ball,
yeah, man. Ricky used to have fun.
style,
Gotta have that, and
culture. It's fun.
that's why I always
At the end
praise.
of the day, it may be a sport, but it's entertainment. So entertain us. That's why we're there. We want to be entertained. We want to have fun. And we don't want it to be the same boring thing every week. I mean, it's a 162 game season. But these guys, it shouldn't be players weekend. It should be players month. Give them a month, you know. But again, it's all about money, I guess, right? Memorial Day, have those, the special hats. 4th of July, special hats. Father's Day, we're wearing blue. Mother's Day, we're wearing pink. Like, I get it, and it's cool. But
Everything's money.
I know
Everything
it
is money,
sucks.
and unfortunately, that ruins things.
It
That,
does.
that that's why, my opinion, I love minor league baseball
Yeah.
because minor league baseball is definitely obviously a smaller market. They get less funding. I wish they got more funding,
Me
but
too.
they get less funding. Those guys should be paid more
Yeah.
for what they. I mean, it's a drastic difference from the base salary minor leaguer. If he doesn't get like a signing bonus, that's why a lot of people just opt out of it, and they're like, I don't want to do it because they don't get paid, and they're sitting on a bus for 6 months out of 4 to 6 months a year driving around, and they're just like, eh. But minor league baseball is fun. The family they make families come out to minor league baseball. It's
Yeah. I used to
affordable,
go to Keyspan Park in Coney Island all the time.
fun, a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a $1.50 train ride and a $7 baseball ticket on a Friday night. You got to see the fireworks.
Why
House
not
Park.
let you know what? With the Yankees, they should let the kids run the bases after every game. Just for the amount of money that they're making.
Could you imagine if they did that?
Listen, pick 150 kids, random,
Yeah,
every game. I'm sorry, we can't win them all. Not every kid gets a shot at it. But you know what? Pick 150 kids.
yeah.
Boom. Have people pay for people to walk around the stadium and just pick out 150 kids and
I'm
ask the
with
parents if they'd like to run the bases. Every
100%.
game. Every game they should do something like that. Give back a little like that. I know they do a lot of give back, and don't get me wrong, they do a lot of great.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
A
sure.
little thing, a little thing like that would be so cool.
I agree. Well, that's why you know what City Field does that golf thing in the off season.
Yeah.
You're hitting golf balls onto the field. I mean, that's cool, but the Yankees would never do that. They would never do that.
You know what I
Never
saw?
happen.
Because I was at the game over the weekend, and I was sitting in the upper level, and I saw the grass, the lines from they must have either had a soccer game, or I know I think JC was out there.
NYFC.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Dude, you saw the lines
Mm-hmm.
in the grass from the goaltender's net to the lines all over the field. I said, man, when George was around, he would have never allowed that, right?
And if he did, they would have been painted green afterwards.
Oh, dude, they would have ripped everything up. I remember very vividly, nothing happened in Yankee Stadium during the season. And very few times did anything happen, even in the off season.
It was a cathedral.
Now it's like, when did they get that game in? What was it, when the Yankees were on like a 3-day road trip?
Yeah, it's common. So that team, they're getting that's the soccer team that's getting the new stadium in Queens.
Okay.
So right now their home field is Yankee Stadium. But yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't know about you. I know you're a Met fan, but like, you're right. Steinbrenner never would have allowed it. Vince McMahon never would have allowed anything on a ring the way TKO allows everything on a ring. I mean, that's just that old school mentality, and it's never, this young generation likes to change that. What they should do is just start changing the way guys use baseball bats and let them put Pokemon on everything.
That's fun. I mean, if we're going to start changing it, let's start with that.
Right.
I mean, let's start with that. And
let me ask you this, as a Met fan: Shea Stadium or Citi Field?
Shea Stadium, definitely.
I remember
even though
that was a good stadium, man.
Even though it was like a death trap when you're walking up the escalators and up the stairs. Everybody remembers that, man. They had nothing. They had nothing on either side. They had nothing. You would go 3, 4, 5 stories up on a skinny little escalator.
Yeah.
Nothing on either side.
Yeah.
Man, thank God everybody.
Do you know? I mean, I was a kid, and I anything to be at a baseball game, I would do it. Do you remember in the early 2000s they had that Pepsi thing in the back of the stadium? It was like that Pepsi tent or whatever it was. So on Wednesdays, if you went to Shea Stadium and went to the Pepsi tent and showed them a Pepsi bottle, a Pepsi can, or a 2-liter bottle, you got into the game for free. I was a diehard Yankee fan. Me and my friends, we were there every week. Wow. Every week they had a Wednesday game, we were there. It didn't matter. Rain, snow, 1,000 degrees outside, we were there all the time.
See, I'm an old school kind of guy. That's the way I am. So you asked me about a stadium, I'm gonna always probably pick the old one, and most people would disagree with me. They would say, Shea was a dump. It was a dump. Listen, there was character. I still felt there was character in there. The new stadium is awesome.
It's probably my favorite stadium in New York right now, Citi Field.
Well, listen, if you got to pick between Citi and Yankee Stadium,
Citi wins.
Hands down. Take the fan stuff away. You're a Yankee fan, Met fan. Take that away.
No, take it away. I agree.
Citi Field is
they did it right.
The place to be.
Yeah.
They did
it not that I'm trashing my Yankee Stadium, but you knock down history to try to remake history. It's like you should have just went all out and just did something completely different. Not the same thing and just an upgrade. And then I really don't like the fact that that park where the old stadium used to be, I don't know if it's the Yankees problem or the city's problem, but that park looks like shit.
Yeah, but I gotta disagree with you. I like the fact that so I was there the other day, and there were teams playing on it. There were kids practicing.
Yeah, but it doesn't look nice, is what I'm trying to say. That's it. It just doesn't look nice.
So you're saying they should really have a legitimate crew going over there cleaning that thing on a regular basis?
Think about this. You're a baseball guy, right? You get to go play on the field, maybe not the same exact field, but you're playing on the same batter's box as Babe Ruth. They set up that park where one of their plates lines up to where the old home plate used to be. So you're essentially in the same batter's box as the greats: Gehrig, Ruth, Mantle, DiMaggio, Williams. I just think it just needs a little bit more love. That's all I'm saying.
Great, I agree.
You don't have to go all out, but it's all dirt.
Yeah, okay. Now, if that's the angle you're going, I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
The place is being used though. It's not like It's
No,
not.
I know it's
It's not
being
like there's.
used. No,
Yeah,
that I know. Yeah,
it's not like it's a hangout. I mean, I'm sure it is a hangout,
I'm
but
sure
when
at
I
night. Yeah,
yeah, but when I was there, the kids were practicing.
good.
There was a team playing.
But it's
There was
like an all dirt infield, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Come on. What are we talking about here? It's
Yeah,
a
I
bill.
know.
It's a $10 billion franchise. Throw some grass on there. Have your grounds crew walk over there once or twice a month. Mow the lawn, make it look good, paint the lines. That's history. That field is just straight history. I remember when the new stadium opened up in '09, I went to that park and I stood in that batter's box and I almost like teared because I just love the Yankees so much. I'm like, this is where my favorite ball player stood. Jeter, Mantle, all these legends that I grew up adoring and learning about. This is where they got to play. And now you look at it and you're just like, man, field looks like shit. I'm glad kids are there playing, but just yeah, I don't know. You can't tell me there's not better ballparks in Staten Island that look better than that field. And not that we shouldn't have a better looking field, but that field out there just has so much history. They should just treat it a little bit better or make it look better.
You know what? I never told you this. I worked the last game at the old Yankee Stadium.
Oh, I
Okay.
couldn't get tickets.
You know where I was, my post? I was in right field, right where they did the roll call.
That's so cool.
So Spike Lee did the roll call. And it was so crazy. And then we were leaving and I was walking out after everybody had left. I was walking down by home plate and cops were walking on the field.
Yeah, I
And
heard.
I was like, really? I'm
Well,
like,
they
we're
had
allowed.
people, they allowed people to walk on the field before the game started, if you remember. Warning track only.
Yeah.
And people were like putting their hands on the warning track and then putting their handprints on the wall. I heard people like taking chairs out of the stadium that day too. I wish I was there. I couldn't get tickets to that game. It was
I
just
have I have a
couldn't make it.
picture. I'm kneeling down on on the pitcher's mound, and I grabbed an empty beer cup,
Of course, got some
and
dirt.
I filled it up with dirt, and they let us take grass. I ripped grass out,
Good.
and I put it in the beer cup. It was awesome, and I believe it or not, I still have everything in the Ziploc bag.
Good.
I
You
still
should.
have it all nice and packed in. Amazing experience. That's why that place was a cathedral. It really was. I mean,
Yeah, it is a
it was
cathedral.
special. It
It's
really
so.
was.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just adamant. That's where I like. I grew up in that Yankee Stadium. I used to go to like as many home games as I could. I think one year I did. How old was I? 16, 17 years old. I was working with my uncle, and I would go and buy $20 nosebleed seats, just because back then you could literally move down quick, especially
Yeah.
it's a Wednesday game at 1 o'clock. No one's there. Not that no one's there, but you know what I mean. And you got to move down. I loved it. Loved it.
Yeah.
Now this new stadium, I love the new stadium, but it's different. It's not the same. It's
It's too
too
commercial.
yes. Thank you. I was gonna say too corporate, but too commercial. Yes.
Yeah, just it's that's what it is. It's too big. I think it's too big. I was at as you know, we were out at the National in Chicago last month,
Yeah.
and I went to a game at Wrigley. Wrigley, I believe I don't have the exact number, but it's 38 to 41,000, somewhere in that area. I can't remember if it's 38 or if it's 41,000 seats. It's one of those two. Okay, so I looked up Yankee Stadium the other day. You know how many seats are in Yankee Stadium?
No.
52,000 seats in Yankee Stadium.
That's why it always looks empty. Wrigley
Yeah,
Field is 42,000.
42,000. 42,000. So Yankee Stadium has 10,000 more seats.
Yeah, 52,300. Yeah.
So I did the math because I'm like a numbers guy, and they have like 35 upper 400 level sections, give or take. You could take away about 15 rows out of Yankee Stadium, and that will give you Wrigley.
City Field 42,000.
42,000, and that's probably the standard. Did they really need 52,000 seats in this place?
No, and I'm going to tell you why they didn't need it, because there's so many seats in that stadium that has a blocked view. And that's like the worst part about it. If you're sitting in right field by that wall where they have that that bar,
Yeah, yeah,
come
because
on,
you
you
lose,
have to
right?
look up
You
at the
lose.
wall and watch it on the screen.
Yeah, yeah,
Who the
you
hell
lose.
wants to do that? Imagine paying thousands of dollars on a playoff game and you can't watch a play to left field. Oh, I would kill myself.
Well, because they expect people to just be happy to be in the building.
Yeah. Well, I'm friends with a bartender at that stadium. We work together. So even when I am there, I'm never in my seat. I usually hang out by him, which is nice.
Listening, I love the Mets. I don't hate the Yankees.
No, I don't
I'm
hate the
okay
Mets
with the
neither. I
Yankees.
only hate the Mets when they play the Yankees.
But I got to tell you, and this is for everybody out there. If you're not out there going to other stadiums, you got to start doing that
Yeah.
because just what I saw out in Wrigley, it was so amazing with the 42. I sat in the last row of the stadium. That was my seats. We were the highest row in the stadium. I couldn't
Inside the
believe.
stadium, you weren't like on the apartment building across the
No.
street.
I was in the stadium. I was in I think it was their highest is the 300 section. I can't remember if it's a 400 section. I think it's a 300 section. But I was in the last row, and I'm telling you, it was not a bad seat.
I believe it.
It was not a bad seat. I saw everything
Yeah.
perfect. I
I'm
would say
dying to go to Fenway too.
Fenway's got to be a beautiful place.
Yeah, I'm dying to go to Fenway.
Yeah. No.
I want to go to Fenway and I want to go to Wrigley. Now, I don't know why, but I'm obsessed with Safeco Field. I think it's one of my favorite
Yeah.
fields too.
I went out there. San Diego, right?
Seattle.
Oh, Seattle's Safeco.
Yeah.
It's San Diego is that Petco, right?
Petco Park, yeah.
Petco
Thank you.
Park.
Yeah. I hear
Yeah,
that's a really nice park too.
that was beautiful, man. They got some really cool stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool stuff. But I wanted to touch on something else here. We're going off about the stadiums, but there's this new Griffey card that's surfacing. It's not new. It's surfacing and getting a little love right now.
This is the real breaking news, by the way.
Yeah, this is something. So if you hung around and watched this Griffey, this is the 1988 Star Silver. Okay, 1988 Star Silver Griffey. You got to see the numbers that this thing is pulling right now. People normally throw away star cards that are not 83 through 86 because basketball is king with the Star Company cards. But the debate here could be is I know people don't want to hear this, but this card is before that 1989 Upper Deck.
Say it. Say it. It's
So
the true rookie.
could this be the true rookie? Is that the direction it's going? Listen, you know where I feel. Upper Deck, that's my card.
Old slab right here just for you.
Yeah, but look at the love these cards are getting, man. These cards are getting serious love.
Yeah.
Serious love, and
You may actually be ahead of the curve on this if you purchase one of these. Look at this, the promo. Look at this.
and this isn't just some eBay stuff that's going on. Golden Auction had a sale on July 30th for $14,500 on a PSA.
What was the grade on that?
PSA 9.
Look
And
at
it's
this.
this pro. What's the grades on these? These are 7s.
So this is from the bottom. It's a 6, a 7, an 8, and then a 9.
There
right?
it is. Right. And Golden had the sale for 14.5.
All by the same seller, all on the same day.
I'll tell you, he sparked an interest.
I'm interested.
I want to see how this thing goes going forward. This is something to watch.
Oh, this guy's got more. He's got them all. Here's the 3, the 4, and the 5. This one seller had them all. And this is the whole set right here, right?
Yeah, look at that. Number to 2000. Not. I don't think they're individually numbered. I think the way they just do it is just like /2000. I think that's the way it goes.
And here again.
But hey, listen, dig through those dollar bins, man. You might find these things out there.
Dude, look at this. This is raw June 20th, almost $2,000. That's crazy, man.
Listen, people are starting to take notice to the Star Company as they should, because I'm always saying rarity. I can't say it enough. Get that rare stuff, invest in that rare stuff, man. And this one hits on all cylinders because it's right before that 89.
And correct me if I'm wrong. This probably comes in like a
Yeah, they
pack,
come
also, right?
yeah, they come in those little
Like a
te-
bag.
yeah,
I think
those
I
like
saw.
sealed up team bags in a sense.
I think I saw one somewhere here. I think this is it right here.
My goodness.
Crazy.
Crazy, crazy stuff. I mean, if
Heard it here
people don't
first, Pete.
yeah, hey, listen, if people don't know about it, I'm telling you, you know they're out there.
Hmm.
They're floating around. I mean, you're not going to find any Jordan 101s floating around, I'll tell you that much.
Right.
And you're really not going to find any Jordan Star cards floating around in people's dollar bins. But you never know. You might find some stuff like this sprinkled around because nobody really respected these cards. They just thought they were like, they're promos, they're whatever. But I'm telling you right now, if you're watching this and people look, you should take notice to this stuff.
It also looks like there's a couple different versions, right? So there's like the Star, and then there's the Star Nova. So
Yeah.
it might be
This
two
is
different sets too.
This is something to do. Listen, I don't know much about this, but this is something to definitely keep an eye out for. And I'm pretty sure this is not going to be the last time we're talking about this
No.
because it's very interesting stuff. It really is. And what about the Cooper flag? I read something about that. This guy hasn't taken any offers about the 101. I mean, he's gotten
Nope.
offers, but he's not accepted anything.
No, I think I heard him say that he's waiting to
Yeah,
see.
he wants to enjoy the card a little bit.
Yeah, which I guess I'm not so surprised, but at the same time kind of surprised.
Yeah, right. I mean, the card is it's iconic, I guess, but the season's going to start, and my opinion, I think he's going to sell the card before the season starts because
He could.
you don't know you don't know what's going to happen in the season. So I think, in my opinion, I think he takes his number. And look at these bad boys. These things are. This is something that me personally I've never really seen before. So you put me
Well,
onto this.
this I I just noticed something about this auction. So I don't know if you remember, me and you had a conversation, and I said, Pokemon people, uh, you have one card, like one Pokemon, and it evolves like Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. So what a lot of people do is they'll take like the three best cards from like the 151 set, right? And they'll try to grade all three to get what? All tens, obviously,
Right,
but a sequential cert number as well.
right. That's another thing you told. Yeah.
This is a sequential set.
Wow.
This is crazy. I mean, not only is having all these ponchos in one auction crazy, but a sequential poncho set, that's wild. Well, look at where it's at, 130,000.
Am
6 days
I
left.
am I crazy to say that I've never seen these things floating around? Do you see these things at like shows like floating around?
I do. I mean, listen, we've had this one in the store before.
I love that Super Mario one.
Yeah, I like the Super Mario one, and I've had this poncho in the store before. I actually do have something similar, not quite the same. Not really a poncho. This is actually called a comedian. It's almost like the same artist. Let's see.
Okay.
Pull down the screen real quick. Oh no, actually you don't need to. It's almost like not quite a poncho, not as high end, but there's a lot of these cards because these ponchos are becoming so out of touch and so hard to
Oh, there we go.
purchase.
Okay, sorry. Wait, hold on a second.
These cards are starting to come up a little bit as well.
Go ahead. Wait, put that back up again. Put that back up again.
Sure, sure. This is the comedian promo.
Nice.
Yeah, not again, not like super crazy high end, just
Yeah.
cool, and exclusive, Japanese exclusive, like these ponchos. But these ponchos, I think these boxes are like 20, 30 grand now. But yeah, but like vintage Pokemon's crazy right now. But these ponchos are exploding like Like it's
Wow.
nuts.
And in a couple of weeks, we got that 30th anniversary coming out.
Oh, dude, the 30th anniversary set is blowing up. I don't even know what people are gonna do. I really don't know what people are gonna do because some people are saying that they're gonna overprint it, and then other people are saying we're not getting a lot. The pre-sale prices on some of these things are crazy. They're insane. And then, like, if you could pull up that image right there, this is the pre-sale on some of these items. I know these look like cases. This is the Pokemon Center exclusive box, ETB, $500 before it even comes out. These are the UPCs. It's just nuts.
Wow.
And then you could do this product type. I could do cards. No, just cards. And this is what some of the cards are pre-selling at, and they're already out of stock. And this one has a market price, which doesn't even make any sense.
Oh my goodness.
Cards are nice though. We'll see what happens. I think it's gonna break the world. I really do. I think this set's gonna blow up. I think it's gonna be the best thing they ever did.
Well, 30 years, man, from 96. Let's get it.
Yeah. Well, they also just released, pull up that image.
Yep.
These RGBs, these mute cards that are floating around now. So
Wow, these are cool.
yeah, I don't know. I heard multiple sources they confirm these things. So each card is supposed to mimic the Game Boy video game, the red, the blue, and the green.
I like it.
I like it too. If it's true, I like it because it's something that they've never done before. So I just don't know how true it is yet. Again, the sources that I follow, they're saying these cards have been pulled. They're not fake, but on TCG Player, they're not up there yet. So I don't know. It's hard to say, but
These are
rarity.
these are amazing to me. I really like these.
I think they're so ugly.
Do you really?
I do think they're ugly.
Hey, listen, everybody looks at things differently. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
Do you think these are grade worthy?
They're gonna be once we find out what the actual pull rate is for this specific card, and then they break it down to 4 different colors. It's gonna be the most expensive Pokemon card that's come out in the modern era for sure.
Oh my god.
There's no question to it.
Here, I want to sprinkle this up there real quick. This was that sale for the Griffey.
Oh wow.
On the golden there. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, the promo, yeah.
The promo in the 9. Absolutely bonkers stuff. You know, but
That is bonkers.
hey, listen, man, we got the show that we gotta talk about quickly that we got this Friday. Staten Island Hilton, the Culture Ballroom, guys. Hotel show here this Friday, 4:30 to 9:30, man.
Why did I think it was 3:30?
Because I originally had it at 3:30, and we adjusted the time.
So do I need to show up at 2:30 or 3:30?
You can show up whenever you like, as long as
Beautiful.
you know how quick it takes you to set your stuff up. You can show up whenever you like. I always tell people that, but I always say, you know what? If you're a vendor at my show, try to give yourself 45 minutes just so you're not going crazy, because we check everybody in. Every vendor gets a wristband, all of that stuff. So
Is this a new flyer?
Yeah, I'm always dabbling with new things.
I like this. This looks good. I like it.
A little splatter pop.
I like the splatter pop. I noticed that. I like the cards you chose.
Yeah. A
Chose a good Charizard.
Little bit of everything, a little bit of everything. But it's gonna be good, man. I'm looking forward to it. End of the summer, last show of the summer, in a sense.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be good. And I'm telling you, there's so many people out there hunting so much stuff. It's wild right now. You got to get there early, get those deals, because they don't last for long. I'll tell you.
Now, let me ask you this: are we gonna have a line?
Listen. We're prepared for it. We're becoming prepared for it more and more.
I like that. I mean, I think there's gonna be a line. I think this is gonna be the biggest one yet.
I
feel like everybody all summer long for the Friday night shows have been showing up like crazy, but everyone's back now because school's only a week later. So
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think anyone's on vacation anymore. So I think it's going to be insanely packed.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a really good time, and
Yeah.
we're people always asking me, they're like, "What's the split? How many vendors you got from this Pokemon? How many vendors you got from sports?" We are from what it looks like right now, we're pretty much an even 50-50 split right down the middle. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
we have always my show has always had that good grip on the sports card people,
Yeah,
and which I love, but I love having that Pokemon aspect in it too, man. It just it gives like a great diversified feel to the room.
I agree. I do agree. You're one of the few shows out there that did not let Pokemon completely take over your show, and I do think that's really important. I think it's a great balance. All right, sometimes you're gonna have more sports than Pokemon. Sometimes you're gonna have more Pokemon than sports, but it's a perfect balance. There's something for everyone. Low end, high end, Pokemon, sports, Lorcana, whatever it is that you like, it's always at these shows. We have
Yeah,
some of the best vendors come
thank
to
you.
the show. You know,
Listen, we got these guys. They're repeat vendors. My
yeah,
retention rate is tremendous, and they love being there. And I love running these shows, man. I love being on the floor. I don't sit behind the desk. I don't hide. I like to get out there and I like to meet everybody. And
yeah, man.
it's really great. This is like a dream come true that we're able to do this and bring it to Staten Island and do this stuff. And I think everybody's really enjoying it.
I mean, how, if they weren't enjoying it, we wouldn't have these lines. They're definitely enjoying it. But again, it goes back to balance. You have great balance, man. We went to a show yesterday and it was like 80-20 Pokemon sports.
But it's
You know?
because Pokemon's, and it's nothing against the show. Pokemon's taking over the world. They are taking
Yeah.
over.
No,
So
I get that. I get that. But I remember like I don't know, I remember doing shows when it was like 60-40 sports Pokemon. And
right.
that's okay. I love sports. I love Pokemon. I don't want to go to a show and see this like and again, vendors, I love all you guys. I think you guys are great. But a lot of vendors who cannot get vintage cards, all these modern cards, it's the same 20, 30 cards. Every vendor has the same card.
But
So
isn't that? But let me ask you a question, because as I always say, like I'm not that versed in the Pokemon world.
yeah.
I'm getting better. But isn't that kind of what it is? A lot of people do have a lot of the similar stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, again, you are getting better in it. But your last Friday night show, I didn't have a card in that showcase that was printed in the last 2 years.
Okay.
Because again, not that guy. I have a ton of it. I want other vendors to eat. I'm going to bring the older stuff. I'm going to bring pieces that people don't see often. I'm going to bring cards that people don't see often. And I'm going to put it out there on display.
What do you
And it
think?
works.
Yeah, like what do you think as a Pokemon? Um, I guess let's say a Pokemon expert. You
Professor.
professor, yes, professor,
That's a
exactly.
nickname. Yeah.
Um, do you feel people are coming for more vintage or modern Pokemon these days?
That's great. I think because I do so well with vintage cards and I really try to track down as much vintage as I can because
Not easy, not easy.
it's not easy. I really like thrive on that. I think I've become that guy in Staten Island. Well, the store has become the place to go to. Hey,
Right.
you want vintage? Collector's Cave. They're gonna have it most likely. Um, Model cards, everybody's got them. I could me and the guys in the store could open up an ETB that came out a month ago, three of them, and now we'll have the modern cards, the same cards that this vendor has, at a show, right? And then when I pull out a card that's like something like this one again, people don't see it. You don't see cards like that all the time, or a card like this all the time.
Really?
People don't see this stuff. What do they see?
What'd you pick up there?
They don't see these cards. cards like this. This is an exclusive card. I've showed it on the podcast before.
Yeah.
But they see other, I have modern cards here somewhere. This
It's
is what I thrive on. Cards like this, Matt. This is cards you just don't see all the time. And then you have all these other cards that, I would bet you when on Friday, if me and you took a quick lap, you said you had 38 Pokemon vendors, I would say at least 10 of them have this card in their showcase. At least 10 of them. I would bet my life on it. And there's nothing wrong with it. People want them. But when you have all the same vendors with the same cards.
Isn't that like, this is a good debate right now. Isn't that Pokemon though? Isn't that kind of like, listen, sports cards have been around. Sports cards have been around since the early 1900s.
Yeah.
Some before that. So everybody pretty much, for the most part, has a spray of cards all over the place.
Yeah.
Pokemon's only been around for 30 years.
Right.
So what? I mean, it's gonna be like that. I mean, I got to debate that. It's gonna be like that.
I guess I show my age a little bit because, like, I'm 40 and I grew up with these cards when I was 10 years old.
Right.
But I just like when you go to a sports card show, like, the National, and it's only sports cards. What are you in awe about?
The vintage
guy with the Mickey Mantles and the Michael Jordans, or are you with the guy who's got the number to 199 Justin Herbert rookie auto?
Me, the vintage, and I would think most people.
It's just like, for me, it's more like, I guess I just want to see what I would like to collect, but I don't want to see 10 different vendors with the same 20 cards. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, not that they shouldn't bring it. Bring it. You never know. I mean, I hope.
But let's play. I'm going to play devil's advocate here. How does one vendor know what another guy's going to bring?
They don't. But most of these, I want to say most of the vendors who do this every weekend, they know. There's a reason why I don't bring the modern cards with me to your show anymore.
Well, this is what I always say about in that angle, and this might not even fit for the Pokemon community, but I just strongly feel about circulating inventory. You have to circulate inventory. So
yeah, they're not. That's the problem.
Well, I feel that if you're doing a show, let's just say you do a show on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
I think Friday you should put stuff out, and then Saturday put something different out.
Yeah.
That's just the way I do it. And some people can't do that, and that's fine. You know what I mean? I think circulating inventory leads to sales.
I agree with you. Actually, me and Dylan, my number one employee of the month, go-to guy for everything. I said to him a couple of weeks ago, I said, yeah, I have a thought. I feel like I want to try something new with what we do in the store with Pokemon. He goes, well, what do you want to do? I said, we have these 2 showcases, right? And Pokemon's, I like to keep it in price order, just so, like, if somebody says, hey, I want this card, I could see how much it's worth, and I know exactly where to look. It's quick. So I said to him, I want to try something different. He goes, what do you want to try? I said, I want this showcase vintage, and I want that showcase modern. He said, all right, no problem. Both of them, Matt, filled to the gills, right? In my modern showcase, I have cards like this, stacked on top of each other, the same card. In the vintage showcase, the whole bottom shelf now is almost empty. Guys, I can't tell you enough. Vintage sells. Do what you got to do. Get out there and hustle.
It's a hustle. You got to get hustling. And
we're giving you the secrets.
Yeah, no, that it's hard to get. Stuff's hard to get, and that's how it is in the sports car world too, man. It's people are not giving the stuff. They're not just giving it up. So
no, they're not.
But you know what? You got to pay up to get good.
Sometimes,
products.
yeah. I mean, people understand. Listen. They're walking that card around. You asked me this in a private conversation. If somebody comes up to you with a card, how much are you paying? And my response to Matt was, it really just depends on what the card is worth and what it is. And I'll tell you this right now. If you use the $100 example, right? If someone's bringing me a vintage card that's worth $100, I will offer them $80, $85. But if they're bringing me a modern card that's worth $100 and half of my competition has it, I'm going to offer you $75. Or I'm going to say, you know what I'm going to say? Coin flip, 70, 80. That's what I'm really probably going to say, because it's a win-win for the vendor. It always is. But modern right now for Pokemon, and for a lot of people who don't know this, because a lot of people just collect Pokemon, they don't play the game. Pokemon just had their first off season in the summer. That's why I know everyone calls it the summer slump. That made it worse. We didn't have any new big sets come out. They did like 2 or 3 dry sets in a row, and they're getting ready to warm up with the 30th anniversary. They're going to blow us out of the water with the next 3 sets right before Christmas. All these cards all summer long that nobody was buying, the modern stuff. November, they're going to be through the roof. Watch. But vintage is going up. Now, Rayquaza, one of the best-selling Pokemon right now. Why? Because a new Rayquaza set is coming out. So if you're out there as a vendor or a spectator, a customer, you see a Rayquaza card for $30, buy it. Because in 2 months, it's a $60, $70 card. That's how you make money, and that's how the vendor's going to make money. So if you're a vendor and you have Rayquaza, put it to the side. If you're a customer and you find a good deal on a Rayquaza, buy it now. 2 months, you're going to double your money. Promise. It's crazy. We bought a Rayquaza card for $8,000. It's a gold star. One of his best cards. I say his. One of the best Rayquaza cards for $8,000 a month ago. We have a direct sale last week for $13,000. Wow. I still have the card. It's crazy. I showed you that chart, where we had Lorcana, Mickey Mouse, Pete Crow Armstrong, Rayquaza top 5.
Mickey Mouse and Pete Crow Armstrong are the same.
It's the same list. I'm gonna have that list up on the next podcast to show everybody, because I can't wait to talk about it. It's market movers, if anyone's asking.
I know all my sports card guys are always bringing the heat at my show.
Always.
I can't wait to walk around and look at some of this Pokemon stuff. And
yeah.
maybe since the show is what we got a 5-hour show on Friday.
Yeah.
I think maybe me and you could walk around for 10, 15 minutes, and we could kind of get a little visual on things and see what's going on.
Yeah, we are bringing a lot of heat on Friday night. I am actually going to do the one thing that, Matt, you never want me to do. I'm going to show off a little bit on Friday night. Ooh. Not a lot. Maybe like 2 cards. That's it.
Showing off's okay sometimes.
I'm showing off 1 card from my collection. The other cards I am showing off are for sale.
And like the $1 million, listen, like the $1 Million Man says, everybody's got a price. So you never know.
Yeah, the same card that somebody lowballed me on will be at the show on Friday. Promise you. Hey, it's a big card. It's a very cool card.
I'm looking forward to it. I love my sports card vendors. I love my Pokemon vendors. I'm grateful for everybody. I really am. And all the great patrons that always come out and show us love, man.
Yeah.
Staten Island, I said it the other night, Staten Island has spoken. They are out there in full force, and I love it, man. I love seeing everybody. I really do.
It's amazing what you've done with this show. Day one, I remember St. Anne's. I was like, oh boy, this is going to be a tough one maybe. And I did actually really well as the only Pokemon guy there. And now look at where we are. What is this, a year and a half later? Look at this.
Our anniversary is December 22nd is our 2-year anniversary. And let me tell you, man, we've come a long way. And it's because I love doing it. And I genuinely love doing it. It's not a job for me. And I love doing it. But yeah, we've come a long way. I mean, remember in the beginning, you might have been the only Pokemon vendor.
I was the only Pokemon guy there.
And you were
killed it.
Yeah, he killed it. And then you came to the next show, and you killed it again. You're like, Matt, keep the secret. Matt, keep it quiet, man. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody about this. And then before you know it, it's funny. Like it took about, I would say, let me think. I think it took about 6 months for the word to really hit the pavement that the show was good, and the Pokemon people started taking notice.
Well, do you remember the conversation I had with you? Hey, do you think you could put Pokemon cards on the flyer? And then that conversation became, hey, can you put one piece on the flyer? And now it's everything. It's everything.
It's really amazing, and the stuff that my Pokemon vendors bring out, man. I just like how the hell you get this stuff? It's like crazy.
Speaking of there's a couple vendors that used to do your show that are like too big for us now. It's unbelievable with this. I don't know. They're never too big for the Matty Steven show.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I gotta drop him a DM and say, yo, what's up? Because we got some big shows coming up in September, October. Maybe they're around.
yeah, dude. I
Yeah,
think he's like flying all over the country now, man.
yeah. We might have to fly some people in.
I like
But
that.
that's how big things have gotten, man.
Yeah,
And
man. He's taking it to a whole nother level. God bless him, man. God
I
bless.
love it. And he's not the only one. People there's so many people I talk to that say, I do not do anything but sell sports cards,
Hmm.
sell Pokemon. This
Yeah,
is what I do for a living. And I
yeah,
think it's amazing. I think it's amazing that they're able to pay their bills and not just pay their bills and eat uh, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Like
right.
they're doing well.
Yeah,
They're
they're doing
real
well. A
and
lot
they're
of guys have made this like their full-time job. I wish I could. I really do wish I could make this my
yeah.
full-time
No,
job.
it's
I love it. The problem is sometimes when the right card walks in that I adore or that I want, I become a little kid again,
yeah.
and I just want it for myself. You
Yep.
know?
Oh, listen, that's how it is. That's what
Yeah,
happens.
yeah, yeah. I
I
know.
had somebody come up to me at the door the other day. It was like 45 minutes into the show, and somebody came up to me with vintage, and I was like, oh my god, and I had to buy the card. It's just
Oh, actually, I forgot to even tell you, but you're gonna hear it now. Guy came in with a binder today, 4 binders, all cards from like early '70s to like late '70s. And then he spoke about the show. We were talking about the show on Friday night. I said, "Listen, you going to the show?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Before you do anything, when you come in, ask for Matt. Bring the binders. Have Matt look at it. Matt's the guy. Matt knows what he's looking at. If he could help you, I'm sure he will." I was like, "If he could buy it from you, I'm sure he will." I'm like, I'm like, if he doesn't want it, he'll tell you. He probably knows the right vendor there that would buy it though. But maybe, I didn't see anything crazy in there when I looked through it. But I'm not very, I looked at the
keen
Hall
to
of
it.
Famer cards. I
Yeah,
looked like it's like a second year Cal Ripken Jr. Stuff like
yeah.
that. But you would like it, I think.
I'll take a
I
look at
think.
it, man. I've always
Yeah.
I tell people a lot of times, and I saw a gentleman recently. He had cards forever that he had collected from when he was a kid and stuff.
Yeah.
And I valued the whole collection at like $300
That makes
because
sense.
it was like a lot of stuff that really wasn't worth it.
Right.
And he had kids, and I said, listen, dude, I go before I give you X amount for this, even if I gave you the market what these things are selling for at $300,
Right.
I said, dude, give them to your kids. Let
Yeah.
them enjoy it
Yeah.
because
I
that
get it.
for that price, he was questioning it. He was like, "Oh, maybe I should give them to my kid." Before he even showed them to me, he's like, "I don't know, maybe I should give them to my kids." I
Give it to
said,
your kid.
after I looked at him, I said, "Listen, just give them to your kids.
Yeah.
I think you'll get more enjoyment out of that than me giving you 300."
Yeah, I'm with you. I actually told him that too today. He goes, "What do you think I should do with this if Matt doesn't want it?" I said, "How big is your backyard?" He goes, "I have a decent size." I said, "Your kids like s'mores?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Start a bonfire, make some s'mores." He goes, "That bad?" I was like, "I think so."
Unfortunately, they mass produced a lot of stuff, and
Yeah, but you know what? You know what it was with this specific collection? The cards you expect to see when these guys bring in these binders from those specific years, like we know who we're looking for, right? What's Ripken rookie? What is it? 70
no, 82.
82. Yeah, 82. So in one of his binders was like, 78 to 82. And I'm like, I'm looking for the Ripken. It's not
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Like the 84 Ripken was there.
yeah,
I'm looking for the Ricky Henderson. That's
yeah,
not there. I'm
yeah,
looking for anything. And none of them are there. And he's like, "What do you think?" I'm like, "I'm thinking somebody went through this already." I'm like, "Because these cards you have almost a complete set, but the big cards aren't here." So yeah, show them to Matt. If Matt doesn't like them, give it to your kid or bonfire, donate, put them on Facebook Marketplace. It's tough.
There's a place for every card. And
Yeah.
I don't I never condone throwing cards out because
No, no.
the way
I
I
just joked with the guy. I
well,
wouldn't throw it out.
of
Yeah.
course, but I always say, listen, there's always a place for it. And you
Yeah.
know where the place is? The place I feel the best place for it is a new young collector
Yeah.
that just needs to learn how to handle a
Oh
card.
yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not allowed to say who,
Right.
but a lot. I tell people all the time, "Hey, you don't want these cards? You leave them here. We have somebody who comes and picks them up. and they bring it to they donate it to these kids.
That's great.
And I do it all the time.
100%.
Yeah, no, it's great.
They have to know that they shouldn't be touching the corners with their hands like this. You have to know that this is how you gotta grab it. You never do this to the car. Never hold it from here. Never grab it like this.
Yeah.
There's a whole way to teach people how to do things, and starting off with a card that's worth less than a penny, that's the perfect way to learn.
I agree. So actually, what I did with this lady, I was like, what do I do? Because I literally gave her like a giant box I had to carry to her car. It's like, what am I supposed to do? So I went in the store. I grabbed like 7 or 8 packs of team bags. I said, put 20 cards in each bag and make them open up like it's a pack.
Yeah.
She's like, you think that's a good idea? I'm like, it's a great idea. I'm like, take it. I was like, don't even worry about it. I don't want anything. Just if anybody asks, we're the Collector's Cave.
That's it.
That's it.
I love it. I love it. Listen, we went past our time allotment tonight, but I wanna touch on our final thoughts, as we like to always end the show with. And I'm gonna give my final thought, and you got something really important that you want to talk about too. But my final thought.
Your picture's there.
What's that?
You could post it.
My the final thought on the well, pretty much what I was talking about. What is this? Which one are we talking about here?
The Griffey.
Is it up there though?
Yes, there.
There we go. Yes, dude. Star cards. I've been always harping on it, but star cards, the rarity of these things, and look at this. Look what's starting to come to the forefront. Now the Griffey's coming up. Before you know it, you might even see the Charles Barkleys, Barry Bonds. I mean, you never know what's going to come next. And all it takes is somebody to say, oh, wow, this is rare. This is interesting. Mm-hmm. I mean, look at this. Promo cards. Guys, look for these things. Look for something that says star. It doesn't necessarily have to be that 83 through 86. There are other ones out there that you can get for nothing right now. Literally pennies on the dollar. And if you do that, sock them away, forget about them. And you know what? If you spend $20 on a whole lot of baseball star cards and they never pan out, oh well. You spend $20 on it, $30. You're not going to spend a lot of money. But the potential return on these things is insane if they take off.
Yeah.
Insane. I've spoken to many longtime collectors, guys in their 60s, 70s, that saw the basketball star cards in their hobby shops back in the 80s and 90s, and they could not give them away to people. They were at card stores. They were at card shows. They were everywhere, and they were pennies on the dollar. If you have is the word, team bags of these 83, 84, 85, 86 star basketball cards, you could potentially be a millionaire with the value of these things, especially the Michael Jordans. So, listen, Ken Griffey Jr. is our Michael Jordan in baseball.
I agree.
So,
that's why you're wearing your hat backwards. Say the truth.
Let's go. Come on now. That's the reason. That's why we do.
It's mine. It's culture. I get it. Yeah.
That's it, man. That's it. But on a serious note, let's talk about your final thought here. And
I have more breaking news.
You have more breaking news? So, okay.
I have
this up, though?
Really, really good news. So you could pull up the picture with the red writing on it.
Okay, here we go.
Apparently, I don't know who created this website. Somebody out of Iceland, scammer, whatever it is. They're pretending to be tag team cards. People who know me in the Pokemon vending world, they know that's who I am on Instagram. People in Staten Island know me as Angelo from the Collector's Cave. So we found out about it. I heard a few people got scammed. I emailed my wife. Thank God she helped me. She's such a godsend. We emailed everybody we had to email to get this site taken down. Now, Matt, if you don't mind just pulling up that white screen right there. It got taken down. I just found out.
Beautiful.
I just found out it got taken down. So, Final thoughts. Don't mess with us. Stop scamming people.
There's
My
too many
star
women
cards.
out there. Come on. This we're supposed to be having fun in this hobby, making
Yes.
money, enjoying collecting. Enough of the scamming, man. There's be good to people. Be
Yes.
good to people. Come on now.
My friends who just helped me. Thank you, everyone who reposted Matt, you, everybody who reached out saying, "Hey, Ange, whatever you need." Uh, People who called the store, people who DM'd us on social media. I appreciate everybody. I didn't think I didn't think we were going to be able to get it down within 24 hours. The
That's what I'm
site
talking
went
about.
live on the 20th, August 20th. Last night I received phone calls. I told everybody I spoke to, please call your credit card company because I don't know who these people are. It's not us. They use my phone number. They use the store's address. I'm so happy right now. Like the weight that just got lifted off my shoulder. You have no idea, dude. I'm so happy the site is already down. So happy. I'll tell you what, the last show, I was so busy I couldn't even do a lap. And there's a couple of vendors there that I know for a while, a long time. I couldn't even go up to them and have a conversation. We saw each other in the parking lot and then spoke for 20 minutes then because it was too hectic,
It was rocking.
It was rocking. Bro, I think Friday, I think you're gonna kill it. But I also give you
I owe
credit
it to
too.
my listen, I owe a lot of it to my vendors, man. These guys are great. Everybody's great.
Appreciate that. But you know what the one of the biggest things that you do that other show promoters don't do, and I think they should learn this from you. I think it's huge. Now, great. I love some of these guys. They get on Instagram, they talk, and they talk to their vendors, and they talk to. That's great. Don't do it on Instagram only. Do it when you're at the show. Man, you're standing on a 8-foot ladder, or you're on top of a chair, the microphone, the giveaways, you're at the door, you talk to everybody, you mingle. To you, it's the community, it's the hobby, it's friendship, it's everything in one.
Well,
It's
listen,
not just about making money. It's not that's the last thing on your mind. You're more worried about everybody else, me included. And you need anything? And you good? Are you happy with this table? Do you need anything? It's always you worry about yourself last, and that's what makes your show so good.
well, I appreciate all the kind words. It's very nice of you to say, and it's it's really I do all that because that's how I want to be treated as a vendor
Yeah, of
when I'm
course.
at a show, and that's the only way I know
Yeah.
how to be at the shows. And if I see any promoters out there standing on chairs, I'm gonna send you my Venmo and just send me like 15, $20 or give me
It's
a
the Matty
percentage of
Steven
the door
effect.
because I patented the chair. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You could use it, but make sure you say, "This is Matty Steven's idea." But let
Yeah,
me tell you, let's go.
that's it. You know what it is, though? You're
Gotta
the
get up
same
above.
guy.
Gotta get up above people a little
Yeah,
bit. You
but
know.
that's the difference, though, because you're the same guy when you're doing your promotional videos, your podcast, or at the show, or just having a 15-minute conversation on the phone. You're always the same guy. A lot of these other show promoters, they're not like that. A handful of them are so good. I love a lot of these guys. I really do. But there's also shows that I was just like, man, I really miss doing that show, but I wasn't too fond of the show promoter and the way that promoter ran things. So I really don't want to go back there. So I would rather be with you on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the mall, at the Hilton, St. Pat's. I don't care. Wherever you go, I'll go, right? These other show promoters should really learn, man. Like without the vendors, you don't have a show.
You don't have a show. You don't. That's why it's like with baseball too. The way some of these guys treat their fans, they should think twice about it because they're the ones that are paying the bills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My vendors, I know so many of these guys beyond just like the show. They come up to me, hey, how's everything? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
They're not just come in, pay for the table, leave.
Right.
We talk for a few minutes. Guys come up, thank you so much, man. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's I enjoy doing it. I really
Yeah.
love doing it. And I like people. I like people making money. I like people mingling. I
Yeah.
like people flipping their product. That's why I like to give little insights, little things that I see. And one of the things that I see is always try to put a sticker price on something, because if I'm walking around and I don't see prices on things, a lot of times I just keep it moving.
Yeah.
So I
Actually, it's funny
understand
you
that.
mentioned that. I saw a TikTok video of a vendor who had no prices, and a guy went up to his table, and this was just, I think this morning I saw this, and I was like, oh, I got to mention this to Matt. The vendor actually said to the guy, he goes, you know what the problem is? If I put a sticker price on it and you don't like that sticker price, you're just going to walk away. But if you ask me how much it is, now we can have a normal conversation. So, and I like that kind of input. So he would not put the sticker on the front. The sticker was in the back.
Right.
Now he's interacting. He's engaging.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea, but I think in a show where, like, for example, Philly Nationals, or your Friday night show, because that's what it's how packed it gets. You don't have time for that. You gotta have the sticker price on it. You gotta.
Most of society in general does not like to talk to people. A lot of people are shy. A lot of people are introverted. One of the biggest fears people have in life is public speaking. And you wouldn't believe from my personality, but I used to hate speech class in school. I used to hate doing. Yeah, I used to get really nervous about doing stuff like that.
You seem so
And
calm out there when you're standing on the chair.
things have changed. Things have
Good,
changed.
good.
But right, people should be more outgoing, but not everybody is, and you can't put that in somebody. So I've had people come up to the table and they just stand there, and they kind of wait for you to have like nobody, and then they go, "How much is that?" They're just like very soft spoken. I'm sure you've dealt with that.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people are outgoing, and not everybody's personality is different completely. So the way I counter that, to avoid any of that, for a person to have to interact with me, I put the sticker price there. So if they actually want it, they just go, "Excuse me, can I make an offer on that?" They don't have to do that extra step of, "Excuse me, what are you asking for that?"
Yeah.
Okay, but that's just my opinion. If it works for you with nothing on it, more power
Doesn't
to
work
you.
for me. I don't
More
like
power
it.
to you.
You ever experienced this at a show where you walk up to a table and the guy doesn't have a sticker price on it? What does he have? Make an offer. I've seen that a few times now. I'm just like, that's insane. If the car just sold for $10, just put a $10 sticker on it. If it just sold for $20,000, put a $20,000 sticker on it. You know what you want. You're the vendor. You know what you're into it for. Just make it happen.
So we started this podcast in a thought to enjoy talking about this stuff more,
Yeah.
bringing attention to certain topics out there, because there's so many topics on a weekly basis that come out.
Oh, so many.
But we've been doing this for so long that we see things, pros and cons of what people do.
Yeah.
And not everybody's perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. What the hell does this guy Matty know about cards? Why is he telling me to put stickers on it? I'm just giving you my opinion. And I think that the vast majority of people would agree that that's why, listen, walk around a room of a show. Just walk around the National. I guarantee you 75% to 80% of the show has sticker prices on the cards.
You don't think it's more than that?
It might be more than that, but I'm just saying 75% is a big percentage out of 100. That's 3 out of 4. So,
especially okay, you're right.
You know what I mean? So you look at it from that angle. 3 out of 4 is a big percentage. So, I mean, that's 750 out of 1,000. I mean, it's
no, you're right.
Yeah. So if it's that many on a regular basis, we're probably right about that. But then a lot of people will say, well, it works for me. Shut up, Matty. Shut up, Angelo. It works for me. Okay.
You know what?
If it works,
I do understand. Like, most of the guys who don't keep the sticker prices on are like the guys with the ultra high end stuff, where it's like 8 slabs in a showcase. Those are the guys who, in my mind, get out of jail free card. You have that right. You have a card that sells 2-3 times a year.
Right.
Be my guest. You have that card that's $100. Just put the $100 sticker on it. Like, what are we doing? But the
Yeah.
guys with the ultra high end stuff, I understand that. And those are the guys you're talking about at National, right? But if you go, you know, go to a local show, we don't get those guys there. I mean, one day I think you will, but we're not there yet. But you're on your way there. You're at a local
Like,
card show, and guys have cards that range from $1 to 20 grand, because I've seen cards $20,000-$30,000 at your show before. Put a sticker on it. Card sells twice a month. You can put a sticker on it. You know?
I just think that it's like it's the same thing. Nothing vexes me more than going in. Everybody's been to like a beer distributor, right?
Yeah, of course.
And you go into the beer distributor and he's got no prices on anything.
Never do.
They never have prices.
No.
And I think the theory is people go in and they want that certain beer. So they're going to pay regardless. But you know what? I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because I want to see what the hell I'm spending.
Of course.
You know what I mean? I want to see what I'm spending. And
Yeah.
and I know the theory. I know what it is. It's a psychological thing. Because if you grab something from the case or whatever, and you bring it up to the counter, right? You bring it up to the counter, and the person's like, "No, it's $25," and you're like, "Oh man, I thought it was 20." You're not going to return it.
Nope.
You're not going to return it.
You want it, right? That's like, yeah, I guess, yeah, exactly.
You know, so that's their theory,
Right.
But in the card world, the sale's not final until you guys shake on it or go through the price. So
Yeah.
there's no like returning it back to the case kind of thing or any of that stuff. So
Actually, something interesting I also heard today. What was the term he used? So he was buying a big lot, and a local guy from Jersey, and I think the lot was like $26,000. And the negotiation was the other guy wanted $26,250. And the vendor replied with, "This is the cash fee. It's not Zelle, it's not digital, it's cash. Like, I'm giving you 26 grand in cash." I was like, "Oh, wow, interesting. Now it's a cash fee." So that's something new I've just learned.
yeah.
So I get a little bit more of a break because I'm giving you cash. Oh, by the way, guys, you go to a card show, bring cash. Just bring cash. Sometimes we don't have Wi-Fi. We don't have service. It's not easy to always take Zelle, Venmo, PayPal. Cash.
But on the other end, still do have those other ways of payment.
Oh, yeah. No, you should.
Definitely have it available. Have it available.
I should have started with this. If you're going to a venue that the reception sucks in New Jersey in some of these places, and they don't have the greatest Wi-Fi in Jersey, somebody shows.
Or they're gonna have 1,000 people at the place.
Right. Just have a couple dollars in the pocket, hide it in your sock. Because we had a situation where, I had to walk outside with somebody just so they could Zelle me. But now I'm leaving my table for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's 25 crucial minutes because the show was packed. And I'm working with two guys who they're doing their thing with the sports. And I'm the Pokemon guy. I got to be at the table for the Pokemon. So it's tough. It's tough. If you go into a card show and you know what you want, bring the cash sometimes.
Don't walk outside buildings. Stand next to the security guard.
Oh, that's what I did, actually.
Yeah.
I always do, but
always be smart, people. Always think about what you're doing. Don't just because the person looks nice. Yeah, we'll go out to the parking lot. Don't. It's 2026.
Well, luckily in this situation, it was a regular.
Yeah.
If it was somebody I didn't know, I don't think I would have stepped outside. That's why I'm saying, like,
right.
I'm not saying, guys, I'm not saying bring $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 in cash in your pocket. That's crazy. That's outrageous. Don't do that. But if you know, especially you guys in the Pokemon world, hey, I need these cards to master set, or I'm looking for this card today. You know what the market price is. You know you're not spending thousands of dollars. Just bring the $50, the $100, the $200, whatever it is. Just it's easier for the vendor. And I think I've said this before. I'm like this. I can't speak for every vendor. But if the card's worth $100 and you're going to offer me $90 cash, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. I want you to be happy. I make $10. I'm happy. I don't care. Move on to the next. Like Matt always says, we got to go through our inventory. You know, you got to keep it moving. But cash
Circulate the inventory.
is king.
Cash is king. Circulate the inventory.
Yeah.
Keep it moving, man.
Keep it moving.
All right. Well, guys,
I know.
we normally, but see now, this is the thing. We love talking about this stuff. This is why we went like 50 minutes over where we normally were, because we love talking about this stuff, and we have a lot of knowledge, and we could help people with little things. And don't be afraid to come up to Angelo or come up to me at the show and just say, "Hey, listen, I got a question, man."
Yeah.
You know,
Or leave comments down below on YouTube, guys. We'll answer your questions. Whatever.
Yeah. Or you could DM us or anything.
Yeah.
I'm totally. Listen, I love helping people out, especially new people in the hobby, that kids that just haven't been around doing it for that long.
Yeah.
Listen, we've seen a few decades go through with this stuff, so we got some ideas on things.
We do. Been around the block.
Definitely, man. Well, listen, it was great talking. We little
Absolutely.
a little snag something up at the end there. No.
No. I was just making sure the website was still down. I just had I can't say, if you would have seen me this morning to the mood I'm in now, like.
Well, that's why when I sent you that picture this morning, you were like, "Oh, I needed to get it." I didn't know what you meant, but I figured you just had a tough day at work. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, last night was tough. We'll talk.
Yeah, definitely. Guys, definitely drop us a follow. Card Frenzy Podcast. Subscribe. My name is Matty Steven. I run the Staten Island card shows. Follow me on Instagram, Matty Steven Sports Cards. TikTok, Matty Steven Sports Cards. Facebook, the Facebook group, the Staten Island Card Show. My man Angelo, where can they find you?
Collectors Cave Staten Island on Instagram. Or if you need me on my personal page, Tag Team Cards.
He doesn't have any more phone numbers. He threw his phone out. He got rid of his emails. He threw all he burnt his car. He just takes the bus now around. So
what do they say? What's that term they use when they go live in the woods with no technology? That's the next step.
Yeah, he's gone rogue. That's it.
Yeah.
But you'll see him on Friday.
I'll be there. Absolutely.
All righty. Guys, make sure you come out. Staten Island Hilton, Friday, 4:30 to 9:30, August 28th, Staten Island. Let's get it, man. Great time. Good talking, man. What you got?
Mention the Knicks 101 card from the podcast. I'm paying for your entry Friday night.
That's it. Mention the Knicks 101 freebie. Let's go.
Let's see. That's 2 people then, right? For Friday night, hopefully.
Yeah. We might have to come out of the pocket for 10 bills. Let's see.
I'm in. I'm in 20. I don't care.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, me too.
So
and then we're taking a picture with that guy or lady.
That's it. All right, man.
Have a good one.
Definitely, brother. Good talking. Guys, subscribe and follow. Let's get it. Enjoy. Have a good one. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.